Well, good morning, everybody. This is Dear Mama Sal on a beautiful Wednesday morning. It's 12 degrees here in southern British Columbia, which would make it 54 in American. And it's going to be a hot one. You can feel it. You can sort of just feel it all around you. You know, the sky is clear, the heat's already building. When I say a hot one, I don't mean a hot one like some of you understand hot ones, but for a spring day, it's going to be a hot one. Let's put it that way. For us. So I hope you all had a good day yesterday, and that you did something to expand your circle of friends, and that's going to be a challenge for you that I'm going to keep putting out there on a regular basis. The reason I'm saying that is, especially for those of us who are getting older, we're inclined to limit our circle of friends as the years go by, and I really do believe that in doing that we perhaps limit our opportunities and our amusement and our moments of fun. So I'm really going to be challenging you a lot this year to sort of, what have you done to make new friends this year? It doesn't mean that you have to make new friends necessarily, but what have you done to put yourself out there to meet new people, so that maybe you will meet a new friend. Because you never quite know where they're going to come from. Now, for some of you, you meet new friends through your religious affiliations. Some of you meet them through your sports affiliations, and some of you meet them in other ways. And I guess part of what I would like some feedback on is, when you think through it, how have you met the friends that you have? Right? Did you meet them at a party, or did you meet them at a lunch with somebody, or did you meet them shopping? How did you meet the good friends that you have? And I was trying to think about that. How did I meet them? Wow. Now, one I know I met when I was speaking. One I inherited with the house. Actually, two I met when I was speaking, now that I think about it. Three. Hang on, the list's going up. Yeah, interesting. But let me put it in a different context. Three of them I met while I was contributing and doing some sort of volunteer work. Now, the fact that I was volunteering my time to speak is beside the point, but three of the people that I hold very dear to me, I met while I was volunteering. So maybe that's a key for some of you. If you can't think of what else to do, maybe volunteer a little bit of your time at some area where you have an interest. Interesting. And, I definitely would be interested in some feedback as to where you met the friends that you have, because I think it really is an interesting dynamic. And some of you I know will say, well, I met them at school and I've been friends with them ever since. That is amazing. I really admire people who can do that. I think I moved so many times that I never quite managed that. I know that that sort of level of friendship is quite incredible. Good for you. Right, so now then, let me move on today's subject, which is do the right thing. Do the right thing. I guess my reality around this is that I have recently been challenged again in terms of needing to offer up my home to help somebody. Not needing to, deciding to offer up my home to help somebody. And you know, the interesting thing is how many people go, well, you didn't have to do that. No, I didn't have to. There was no gun pointed at my head to do it, but it was the right thing to do. And what I find interesting is how many people will say to me, yeah, but why do you have to do it? Why doesn't a member of their family do it? And my answer was, if a member of their family had offered to do it, I wouldn't be doing it, would I? You know, it's like, hello. And I look at it and go, it's not a look how good I am type deed to me. It's a case of somebody's in a very difficult situation. Now, do I think that they, you know, in some ways people create their own environment? Sure they do. Sure they do. But as some of you will know, because you've been there and done that, or you've had family members who have done that, sometimes you have to reach a certain low before you can say, this is enough. I've had enough of this. I need to do my life differently. And because of that, I think it's a very how can I word it? I think it's a very important thing for us to look at, which is not everybody feels the need to be able to assist in that way. And you know, the funny thing is, you look at it and you go, does that interfere with my life? Yes, it does, to some degree, but not a great deal. In the big scheme of things, I just believe it's the right thing to do. So I wonder what your plans are for the rest of the week, or whether you've even got any. I must admit that I have a very, hopefully, very quiet weekend coming up. Yay. I'm looking forward to that. It's been quite a busy month for me, the month of May. And so I'm actually looking forward to having some quieter days ahead. I'm loving the weather. I've got to say, the weather's really cooperating nicely. It's already up to 15 degrees. So just in the drive up to this far, it's up 3 degrees. That's incredible. And so I'm hoping to get out into the garden a little bit. I need to do some work there. And I'm sure those of you who like to be gardeners are looking forward to some good weather. I haven't checked the long-range forecast, but I'm hoping that we haven't got too much rain in the immediate forecast. So what I will probably do is, on my way home from work tomorrow, is pick up a few more plants to put in my garden. Now, it's my gardening tip of the season. I've been really bad about gardening this year because of life being in the way. And so I have done my usual instant garden trick in my garden. And I don't know where you are, but where I am, the hanging baskets are just magnificent at the moment. So what I do, and it's called cheating big time, is last weekend I bought myself 4 hanging baskets full of, you know, hanging lobelias and lots of beautiful plants that do a big effort. And I just take a basket and drop it in one part of my garden. You will be amazed how one basket in the right place looks like you've been really cultivating your garden for some time. I have planter boxes that I just drop a basket in. Instant garden. And as I said, this weekend I'll probably pick up another couple. And then any minute now they'll go on sale, so I'll pick up a few more. And so by the time I finished, I will have a garden full of beautiful flowers for the summer. The other thing I like about it, of course, is you're only watering the basket each time. Now, it needs to be watered fairly regularly, obviously, because it only has a certain amount of moisture in it each time, but it really is a great way to instant garden. I should do some before and after shots for you. Maybe I'll do that this weekend so you can see how that works. Maybe I'll do some tonight. But it really is quite amazing how effective that is. So I thought I'd give you that as my tip for the day. Well, I'm looking forward to having hopefully a great day today. I'm going to try and make it that way. Yesterday was a difficult day. I was dealing with a lot of emotion on a lot of levels. And today I had a good night's sleep, which I'm delighted about. I watched a great hockey game last night. My team didn't win, but it went into 3 periods of overtime. And it was an incredibly hard-fought game. And I said somewhere along the line, you know, this is not that a team's going to lose this, or a better team was going to win it. What's going to happen here is somebody's going to lose concentration for a split second, and that'll all be over. And it ended up being the team I was rooting for that happened to, but you know, there was no loss. I mean, I know the goalie was devastated, but there was no loss. That both teams played incredibly well. And the goalies just were phenomenal. Really, really good. So I'm hoping they regroup and do their thing ready for the next game. But boy, I tell you, was it good hockey. It was like Game 7, the last game of the actual Stanley Cup itself. It wasn't like a qualifying situation. It was such good hockey. All right, everybody. So I'm hoping you've got some good plans underway, and if you haven't, make some for this weekend. Do something. Invite somebody over. Do something to meet a new friend. Make your life interesting. This is Dear Mama Sal saying thank you so much for being here. Thank you for caring for one another. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. There is a subscribe button at the top here somewhere. And not a button, it's a link. If you would like more of our wit and wisdom, there are plenty of more videos for you to watch. And they cover all sorts of subjects, not just the drive to work subjects. We've got all sorts of tips of the day and useful things for you. This is Dear Mama Sal saying thank you so much. And bye-bye for now.